Salvete omnes, and welcome to Caesar's Gallic Wars, Book 5, Section 30. When last we left Caesar, a council of war was debating what to do, and Sabinus was pressing for departure, and he's going to continue to do this in Section 30. So let us begin. Hoc in utramque partem disputatione habita. We're going to start, as Caesar likes to do, with an ablative absolute. So when this disputatione, debate, had been held in utramque partem, on both sides, cum a quota primisque ordinibus acrater resisterator. Cum is going to start here, a cum clause, and here we have resisterator, it with an imperfect subjunctive. And since it was being resisted fiercely by cauda and the primisque ordinibus and the senior centurions, Sabinus said, vincite si ita vultus. Vincite is your imperative in the plural. Notice that te on the end. He says, prevail or conquer. If you wish, vultus, which is ost mustis nt, the second person plural. If you wish in such a way, ita, Sabinus said, and id clariore voce ut magna pars militum exaudiret. And in a clariore voce, in a louder voice, in order that, and here we have a purpose clause, ut plus the imperfect subjunctive here, in order that a great part of the soldiers could hear, he said this, neque is sum inquit qui gravissime ex vobis mortis periculo terrear. And he says, I am not he, so this is refers to Sabinus, I am not the one who, ex vobis, out of you, terrear, is terrified by the periculo mortis, by the danger of death, most gravissime, most seriously. He says, I am not the one who is most terrified by the danger of death out of you, most seriously. He sapient. These men have good sense, will have good sense. Si gravius quid accederet. If anything rather serious, gravius, the quid here translates as anything. If anything rather serious, a comparative adverb there, will have happened. Accederet here is a future perfect indicative in a conditional clause. And usually a future perfect indicative is paired with a future tense, and that's what you see here. If anything more serious or rather serious will have happened, they will demand, reposcent, a reckoning, obs te, from you. They will demand a reckoning from you. They who, qui, si per te liceat, if it should be permitted by you, perendino die, on the day after tomorrow, perendino die, a little ablative of time there, cum proximis hibernis, with the nearest winter quarters, conjuncti, having been joined. So having been joined with the nearest winter quarters, a little participle here, perfect passive participle. Communem cum reliquis belli cassum sustineat. They would be withstanding the usual misfortune of wars with others, cum reliquis. They would withstand the communem causum, the usual misfortune of war with others, non reecti et relegati longe ab ceteris aut ferro aut fame interiat, and would not, having been cast out and having been exiled, longe, far from the others, ab ceteris, they would not be perishing interiant, either by the sword, by means of the sword, or by means of famine. So, having been joined with the other armies, they would not withstand the usual misfortune of war with the rest, or they would be withstanding the usual misfortune of war with the rest, and they would not be cast out and exiled far from the others, and be perishing either by the sword or by starvation. So Sabinus yells and tries to get his point across in this situation. And as we continue to press for departure, We will see what happens when the debate is settled in 5.31. Walete.